As you try to hold home court as the Spurs are trying to do here tonight. Fans are all riled up.
His leadership and passion earned him respect throughout the Memphis community and around the league. Passed away at the age, and he'll always be remembered for his bravery and kindness. We ask that you join us in a moment of silence.
Game 5, Timberwolves won Game 1 of the series here last week. Game 4 in Minneapolis Sunday night. Big fourth quarter efforts.
From the University of Illinois.
Anthony Edwards, worldwide.
Jamie Nance.
Inside for Chris Finch, trying to get the Timberwolves to the Western Finals for the third consecutive year. 17, now just 2 wins away. There's a lot of history. Game 5 in the cup. Somebody's going to be one away from the Western Conference Final. Game 5 underway in San Antonio.
Player playing on his back heel is probably going to bode well for your team defensively.
Castle, good velocity on the pass to Vassell. Wembanyama against Edwards, and got his hands. The Ayo Dosunmu guarding the inbounds. He came into the starting lineup with Mike Conley early on in this series. Dosunmu had a great game against Denver in the first round. Wemby misses the first one. Randall back the other way. He'd love to see one go in early to get going.
On cue. He heard you, Mike.
Now average 21 a year. This year, the last 3 games, 12, 12, 12.
What made him so great in game 1 is that move and shot right there. He was in attack mode from that mid-range level.
Wembanyama long on the dance. Didn't pay off. Back the other way, the long, loping strides of McDaniels. Edwards. He got fouled trying to shoot
them by getting free ones.
Already we've seen Vassell pick up a quick foul on Edwards right there.
17 days ago, the knee injury to the left knee, the right knee had been bothering him.
I know it's small, but Minnesota has not shot the ball well from the free throw line in this season. It's a nice start there for Anthony Edwards to get all 3 of those to go.
Right, they were 26 of 52 shooting free throws, first 2 here. Wemby hurt his ankle. To the line for these free throws. And the Spurs will keep keeping that in the early 70s, 12 blocks. And then game 3 off the charts with 39 points, 15 boards, and 5 blocks as he shoots. This is the third one. All right, and now the ball stays down here.
Go back to that game 1. He was 0 for 8 from 3. He hasn't shot the ball from 3 particularly great in this series.
Got point up 3. Vassell, the primary guard, Champagnie switching on Edwards. The screen from Gobert over Wembanyama. 3 is off. Fox. Nice move to spin and score. Randall from the outside. Gobert got rid of Wembanyama, goes up and dunks.
That Minnesota is going to have to do if they want to come out of here in a game 5 win. Dominate the glass.
Fox worked inside. Hits Wembanyama trying 3 again. Finally hits one. Spurs lead by 5. Timberwolves trying to respond. McDaniels, 3-point shooting. Been a strong. Wembanyama's got it the other way. Pitch to the corner. Champagnie.
Comes back here, knocks down his first 3. Now look at the defensive pressure picked up here.
One dribble and stop, and they're helping the Spurs defend. Clock at 5, nothing going on. Dosunmu. Tough shot.
Wow.
Ball after the basket.
And continue to kind of shove Wemby in the back a little bit as they were walking by. Something to watch going forward.
Wembanyama from the outside. Ball in his hands a lot. To the basket. Time to go up and get the rebound on the floater missed by Ayo Dosunmu. Again, that pick and roll with Fox, and Wemby couldn't finish. Second personal foul. So Randall on the bench with 2. And the veteran 8th-year man Reed is in. Wemby putting the moves on Gobert.
What I like right there, the quick move by Wemby, right? Not allowing the double team to come. Make a quick move. You're so unpredictable as an offensive player.
Mike Conley checking in as well for Minnesota. McDaniels is Minnesota had in game 3 as Wembanyama has the ball a lot and is doing a lot. He's got 16 of their 24. McDaniels over Wembanyama for 2. And Penny transition triple. Gobert the rebound. That's the first miss after 8 consecutive makes for San Antonio. Minnesota's got to get organized on this end.
You are definitely a 70s baby, Red.
Oh, my goodness. Get your point across.
Wembanyama goes to the bench. 3 subs in for San Antonio.
I like it.
3 knocked down.
Actually more comfortable when your team is down, so you can come right in the game and be aggressive.
Nas winning that award in 2024. Spurs have this year's 6th man of the year. He's got the ball right now. Keldon Johnson.
He's got to get going. In this series, he's been non-existent.
Attacks at Reed. And in the game 4 loss. McDaniels trying to go quick. Ran into Castle. Transition. Harper. Vassell lines it up. Got it. TJ Shannon in the game. Spurs have Minnesota sped up here a little bit.
Back-to-back live ball turnovers here.
Johnson. It's down to 3.
Good bullets here with these turnovers.
And Conley fell on best. Got Cornette. And Mike Conley getting
Fake to get the bigs to bite, go in the air. Nice patience right there by the veteran Mike Conley.
Cornette did such a good job after Wembanyama was knocked out of the game with the ejection, especially defensively in game
There by Conley.
Johnson trying to attack. Looks more aggressive here, Reggie. And 1. Shannon the foul. Season. He's one of the Spurs who's been here for a while in year 7. So many of you, for his voice still heard, the CEO, longtime GM, Ant-Man, a deep and much needed.
Being able to shoot like that with the speed he has makes him unguardable.
Castle got bumped out of control.
And which side he needs to attack. The double doesn't come. Step back 3.
Chips. Final 4 all-tournament players. Missed them both.
So averaging 6. Well,
It is not. 3-minute mark. Conley's been really good shooting the 3 in this. Did that in the 4th quarter of that game 3 explosion. Most of the 1st quarter for Spurs, well, since Kawhi Leonard had 16 in game 3 of the 20.
trying to guard the driving Shannon. Shannon Jr. doing a great job of getting into the paint. Those series of pump fakes, creating that fan on the perimeter.
Guys, some folks fan of the plus-minus stat, some not, but in the last 2 games when he's had an impact the last 2.
He's had a great impact, and we know he can get downhill at any time. But he is making an impact on defense and giving good minutes to the Timberwolves off the bench.
8 straight for Minnesota, and that's going to go the other way. It'll be a foul on Keldon Johnson. Yama back in. It's a big lead when he was in there. It's evaporated in his absence, so he returns. Again, only a dozen minutes in game 4, so a bit of rest. Edwards pulls up. Dylan Harper right by his side.
The old floppy set from the 90s got the space, but Anthony Edwards is rejecting the screens, and that's why he's getting to the point.
Champagny missed the 3. Johnson puts it back.
So you can play 4-on-3 on the backside.
McDaniels tries to go quick over Wemby.
Good luck.
Wemby comes in. This is where you can make up ground without Ant-Man in the game.
Here's Dylan Harper. Such a good performance in game 4. Inside, Wemby cuts to the basket.
That rim, that could be a potential and 1.
A defensive player of the year, first unanimous defensive player of the year. And with so many guys go in, track as well as a playoff series, you see over and over what it does to guys. Johnson had a hand on Reed Shorts trying to hold him up. Reed missed the shot. And Wemby got Shannon in the air. Champagnie went to go back to him. Kept alive by Harper. Plenty of shot clock. Wembanyama sees two, then three, and they take it away. Dosunmu can fly. Bumped by Champagnie. Got it up there before. Wembanyama, first quarter, 11. A little bit of what you guys were expecting. Calling it tight early after the angst and the elbow and the emotions in game 4. Fox twisting on Conley. Mike, to be called for the foul. Your shorts, man. You don't know what's going to happen. Fox at the line. Why is he?
But Fox is so important because he can do this. He can take over stretches, and he brings a calm to everybody else. He was brought here for this.
The one player other than Harrison Barnes with significant playoff experience in the road.
Oh, my goodness.
Naz Reid bumping right into.
That was a message being sent there from Naz Reid after the elbow in game 4.
Shot clock is off. Fox. Cleared out Conley. Johnson. Missed the three. And the quarter comes to an end. Wemby in that first quarter. Back in the lineup. Can't get that to go. Bryant on Carter Bryant. And he has it taken away by Dosunmu. Who's got McDaniels. Out of the corner, Reid for three. Randall challenges last.
But again, doesn't lead to anything, Jamal.
Not at all. And well, it led to a good shot with Naz Reid, but didn't capitalize on it. But Carter has to know there's a different level of intensity that he's going to have to play with coming into the game.
Wembanyama saw lanes in the basket, asked for to shoot for San Antonio.
And you figure that Minnesota in slow time is going to play through Julius Randle. He has to continue to get to his spots to try to get something to go.
Reid challenges Wembanyama, turns and pitches to Bryant. Percent of his attempts were threes.
Shooting 43% here in the playoffs. That's his 7th made three.
Randall with the moves on Wemby, nothing doing. Reid goes in there. Wembanyama always lurking. Changes a lot of minds. Shannon had a get imprint of Wembanyama defensively on that trip. Fox with time. Takes three.
Fresh shot by Shannon was like a live ball turnover.
Randall tries three. 6-0 to start the quarter. Spurs feeling it. Fox flying. Castle going. Contact. Blocking fouls.
San Antonio is playing at such a pace right early. Steph Castle sidesteps a little bit. Gets to a spot. Great concentration. There, Minnesota ran out of defenders. They're moving the ball so fast. Minnesota could not fit.
Like right now.
Yep, there he is.
Chris Finch said enough is enough. Got to stop this 9-0 run.
This is Minnesota running over the start this second quarter. Just jacking up threes here. They're falling there. Start this second quarter.
And that's the second foul on Steph Castle. I know he wants to be aggressive.
But they know that. Mitch Johnson knows that. Mitch told us before game 4. It's like Castle starts with 4 fouls every game. Wembanyama had an arm around Reid. Get it away again. Fox too fast for himself. Got it back. Wemby. 2 months.
Supposed to be.
McDaniel settles into a 3, and Wembanyama just reached out to try to block that. But that stems the tide for the Timberwolves.
He can test every shot.
Pushed by McDaniels. As they are trying to make sure Wembanyama does not get anything.
And they need McDaniels on the court. Steph Castle gets the 2-on-1 right there, and it puts McDaniels in a situation. Do I stop the ball or do I help?
Yeah, he knew he was beat.
Yeah, he knew he was in trouble.
Continue to try to be physical, but they're not a deep team. So if the wrong guys get too many calls, they get in trouble quick. Corner pitch, Harper. Off on that 3. 2 for 4 from the field. 3 from the line. That's a 3 that rims out by McDaniels. Castle fighting for his space and got 2. Carter Bryant now in with those first minutes of guarding Edwards. And Harper switches on him. Trying to get it to him. His after timeout play set up by Chris Finch. Clock at 3. Gobert trying to roll. Vassell, transition triple. Rebounded by Randall. So no Wembanyama. That was positive for Minnesota earlier. See how they do this stint. Randall through contact to the basket for two.
And that's Randall do this whole game. Put your head down and become that Tasmanian devil.
Vassell's Gobert out to contest defensively. And Minnesota right back with Shannon attacking Castle. And again go out, and it's a three off from McDaniels. And Castle on the board.
Again, with no Victor on the floor, why are they settling for threes?
That is three on Castle.
That's here in Castle. Let's see the hook. Hook with that left arm. That's a good call.
Yeah, he got him in that left arm.
And bucket, this is what Randall has to do. He has to put.
Here's the double team. Edwards lost it, got it back. Can they double again? Shot is off, and Vassie and two. What will they do? Rhythm dribble. Johnson out of the corner. Bully ball with Randall. Can't finish. Gobert the board.
This is where Minnesota has to make their run. Get to the basket. This is the moment of truth. The game can go either way.
Missed it, knew it, but Vassell to his right. To the line for three. Tipped up and in at the basket, Mike.
8 points, 4 of 7 from the field. Arguably his best game here in this series.
No doubt, 11 is his high. Every possession's getting to the paint. Randall's looking for a challenge. Finch stepped out to try to get it, but not in time.
I'll just catch the ball and dunk it, Rudy.
Gobert challenge that too late.
These runs here by San Antonio. It's going to have to weather the storm.
And by the way, they would have lost that challenge. Our truck tells us they got a quick peek at it. McDaniels, patient, gets Vassell.
I mean, again, on the road, San Antonio, they're making life hard for these Timberwolves. Everything's a straight line, Jamal drive for San Antonio.
McDaniels at the line. He makes the first. So tomorrow, game 5. No games Thursday because of the sweeps we've had. So Friday, and the doubleheader will be on Prime Video. Piston-Cavs game time for you Minnesota and San Antonio fans. More on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. Sevens in the 2 series going over the weekend as we point towards the Final Four. The NBA title, New York, Detroit, and Cleveland in the East. Oklahoma City and these 2 teams here in the West. Vassell is jacking threes. Gets one to go.
Played great defense and knocked down 3.
And it was the wide. They got the matchup they wanted. Harper had space, made the pass.
There's a double team on Edwards.
Daniels got Fox. Dosunmu the cut at the basket. Beat Harper to the rim.
Stein, just take away the storm that the Spurs are providing right now. Good pass.
Dosunmu, Harper loses him. Bumps him. Block the shot. Conley, this would be big. Can he hit another one? Cannot. Randall trying to get the rebound, but trying to draw some contact. Dosunmu. Foul by Harper's coming, guys. Wemby out. I think it's been almost every.
On Harper just grabbing and hooking the jersey. Iowa has been so good. That huge 43 points in that Denver series.
Started tracking starters and reserves. Wembanyama will come in on the other side of the next dead ball. I don't know if any team does as great a job as the Spurs do with this.
And this is why people, small markets. And it's interesting because some of these current players, they get advice from the alumni during those practice sessions. Nice alley-oop there to them.
You're in this game 5 of a 2-all Western semifinal.
I'm glad you asked Reg about that, not me, because I was burning it. I had 9 teams.
But you have more friends around the league than anyone.
That is true,
I mean,
Mr. President.
Dosunmu. Oh, fake at the elbow. Shot clock running down.